Welcome to this video. Every now and then someone criticizes a recipe on my blog because it's got dairy in it. So I thought today I would just clarify some of the confusion around dairy on the Low Fodmap diet. My name is Suzanne Perezzini and I'm the author of 2 Low Fodmap cookbooks and the creator of 2 Low Fodmap coaching programs. Now the Low Fodmap diet is complicated, but it's a miraculous diet if you do it correct, but it's not easy. Now milk contains both casein, which is the protein part, and lactose, which is the sugar or the carbohydrate part. In fact, lactose is the D in FODMAP, disaccharide. So those on the Low Fodmap diet are concerned with the carbohydrates, not the proteins in food. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a problem with casein if you're on the diet. You could have. But it's more likely that you have a problem with the lactose. Now, the next thing to clarify is the difference between lactose intolerance and lactose malabsorption. If you're lactose intolerant, that probably means that you can't have any dairy at all, not cheese, not butter, none of the dairy. But if you malabsorb lactose, that means you can have small amounts of the lactose without having a problem. And that is the case of those of you with IBS on the Low Fodmap diet. So some of you might have lactose intolerance, but it's more likely that you just malabsorb it, which means that you can have things like butter, which is mainly fat, and there's very little lactose in it, and also cheese. Now, which cheese? The hard cheese, the mature cheese, because most of those are fat as well, and there's not very much lactose in them. But that also includes brie and camembert, which you might think of as soft cheeses, but they are matured, so they're fine. The main confusion comes with soft, fresh cheeses. So why is it that we can have some ricotta, cottage cheese, halloumi, mozzarella as well? We can have a couple of slices of mozzarella. Those are all fresh cheeses, and we can't have a lot of them. Let's be clear on that. It's something like 2 tablespoons of ricotta. But the reason for that is the way that they are made. If you've ever done it yourself or seen a video on how ricotta or cottage cheese or even mozzarella are made, there's a lot of liquid that separates away from the solids, and the solids are taken off to create the cheese, and the liquids are discarded or used possibly for something else, I'm not sure. But a lot of the FODMAPs have actually leached out into the liquid, and so the solids don't have a lot left, and that's why you can eat some of them. So they will have some lactose, but an amount that you will be able to tolerate. For example, 2 slices of mozzarella, 4 tablespoons maximum of the cottage cheese. Now just a last couple of words. Cream cheese, sour cream, they have quite a bit of fat in them, not a lot of lactose, so maybe a tablespoon. Don't go overboard with that. The same with feta, about half a cup. Halloumi, a couple of slices of that. Now the problem is, of course, that this is all very individual, and that's where a lot of the confusion comes from with people trying to do the Low Fodmap diet by themselves. If you are still confused, you're on the diet, but you're failing, you've still got symptoms, please do get in touch and let's have a conversation around how I can help you with that. So on the next screen there will be a link. If you click on that link, that will start the process. I would love to hear from you. Now if you haven't already, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've liked this video, you could give it a thumbs up and perhaps leave a comment. Right, thank you for watching. Goodbye.